Glasshouse was made in 1998 as a collaboration between myself and designer performer Richard Loden from Forced Entertainment. The perspective is very different on film of a duet than you can achieve on stage, and that's why I wanted it to be in the collection, really, because it just shows a different approach to capturing a partnering exercise on film instead of live. And it's very beautiful. I wanted that contrast between the ugliness of what happens between two people and the beauty of the context in which that relationship plays out. For me, the driver was a visual driver to make the work, to capture the beauty of the moors and the uvliness and violence that can exist within a personal relationship. And it works as an apology. There's a lot of apologetic behaviours by Richard within the piece. He's on his hands and knees, he's mopping up the mess, he's also throwing me around quite a lot. And in the end I leave. So it's not really a narrative story, but you can read it as a relationship that ends. Our process was maybe 10 days, maybe less, in a studio playing with what we could do. I was interested in aerial work at the time, so we had an aerial little rig within the house, and Richard wrote some text. We played around with text ideas and physicality, and we created quite an aggressive duet between the pair of us. There's images of floating and falling, spinning, losing control, stillness. And Robert Hardy, who's a cinematographer, took the work to a whole new level by closing in on us and it, and also expanding way away from us and it. So we were interested in looking at the proximity, how you capture a duet, for want of a better word, really close up, and from above and from below, so 360 really. That's why it's a glass house, so you could get at the material from every angle. The sound really added a whole new layer, a close-up sound in a way that you can't really achieve on the stage. In the same way that the visuals are close-up sometimes in a way that you can't zoom in when you watch something live. You see the long shot all the time in a theatre, but what I love about film is you can go right into the detail. And actually, because it was so cold up on the moors, there's a lot of steam that happened because we had lights and water and very cold air. So surprising things happened when we were making it, like the sides of the box steaming up, which then became quite a metaphor for the breath that we'd expended. The end of one piece usually triggers the beginning of something else, and with Glasshouse what was triggered was an ongoing relationship with Richard as a designer of 4 or 5 more pieces of my middle scale work over the following years. I really loved the structure of the glass house, and we kept it in storage in Sheffield for a long time, and then we made a live installation with a Spanish performer, Manel Trias, and a long-term collaborator, T.C. Howard. So it actually went from being the central visual thing in a film to being the central contraption that was used in a choreography, to then being a technically useful platform to film for a digital installation.